Welcome everyone. This is episode 57 of the Daily BE, the Daily Bespoke Edge. I am Ryan, and if you've been watching regularly, the last couple episodes have been kind of focusing more on summer style, and I keep referring to one of my favorite summer suits. It's kind of a real kind of soft looking gray. It's a linen / wool blend, so very breathable, got a very cool kind of coastal look to it, and yet it's very, very similar from a distance to say much more traditional, like a sharkskin fabric. And I thought, let's compare the two of them and kind of go up close, and I'll show you how, from a distance they're both gray, and yet up close, one of them has a lot more texture to it and is therefore a lot more casual looking. It doesn't have that air of sophistication that the sharkskin does, and is worn for an entirely different purpose. So I'm going to take a sharkskin pair of pants here to give you a view of the fabric, and then the linen wool kind of a similar gray looking fabric, and we'll compare the two of them. Alright, so here I have a side-by-side comparison of my sharkskin, very dressy, very 100% wool, very slick looking pair of pants that came with one of my suits, and then the summer suiting fabric. This is a linen and a wool blend that I've shown a couple times on the channel here, and you can probably see just from this distance and there's a little bit more texture to it, kind of it's almost pilling but not quite, and the weave seems to be a little bigger, a little more open, and therefore, surprise, surprise, a little bit more breathable with the linen and the wool blend, the summer option. And then you can kind of tell just by looking at it that the sharkskin here is a little denser looking weave, and therefore more sophisticated, and this would be much more at home in, say, the conference room at work than it would be maybe you're out and about summertime, like on a patio or something, having a business meeting, lunch meeting, coffee meeting, whatever. So two relatively similar fabrics though from a distance, and yet very, very different uses. And this is a very, very fine fabric, and this is a much more breathable and much more seasonal, aka kind of summertime fabric. And so if I were to wear this in the winter, I'd probably be freezing, and if I was in a very dressed up office, this would look a little bit too casual, even the way that it hangs. A real nice wool just has a really beautiful drape, and when you get a more open weave, sometimes you're more prone to wrinkles, but also it's just going to have more of a casual look. So think like a pair of chinos or a pair of Docker pants or even jeans, whereas this is just going to really hang very, very nicely. So two different directions here, similar fabric, but I wanted to kind of give a close-up of the texture here, because sometimes I talk about this a lot in the context of summer this, summer that, and usually what I mean when I'm saying a more textured look is something a lot more like this, where you can just you can see it, and if you were here you could kind of feel it, as opposed to a much more refined and very traditional sort of pant like this. So food for thought, guys. Let me know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe. We got more good stuff coming, as always. Thanks for watching.